Hey, how you doing, everybody? We are back. Thank you for joining us. This is episode number 305 of Some Shit We Like. My name is Bryce. Over here is Mike, and this here is Rick. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting us. This is our little podcast that we do where we talk about shit that we like. Movies, video games, sports, whatever the fuck we want. We'll probably do a little sports talk today.
Yeah, we will.
But yeah, thanks for joining us. For people who don't know, we stream generally every weekend. Usually on Saturday. You just follow us on some shit. Follow us on all of our social media stuff. At Some Shit We Like on Twitter, Facebook, everywhere, and you will know when we go live. Yeah, I'm getting distracted by the chat right now. You know when we go live. Otherwise, you could fucking listen to the podcast on Tuesday on someshitwelike.com and whatever podcast services that you guys enjoy and prefer. And if you don't catch the live stream, that's okay because we will put up clips for you on YouTube throughout the week. And then if you miss the live stream, you will get a not edited in the sense where stuff is removed, but just added
Condensed
frills
version.
and stuff on Friday of the complete show. So yeah, that's what you can do.
Yeah, and I don't know. Just to clarify, he didn't say this is 305, like 305. He said it's episode 3 or 5 because he's not sure. That's why he's
all what I said.
All tongue-tied and stumbly today. Like he hasn't been doing this forever.
I mean, this is vodka. So.
All right, Bobby Heenan, chill out.
And at the top, really quick, I just want to say that we are now officially affiliated on Twitch. Officially.
Yeah.
Silent Bob and I will no longer be standing in front of the quick stop. We will be standing in front of the quicker stop. Officially.
So yeah, just throwing that out there. So thanks to all the 53 people that followed us. And for Cheesy for being our first subscriber.
Yeah.
And Ash
and then sharing the love.
Sharing the love by giving Ash a subscription as well.
Very cool. We appreciate that.
So yeah, here we are back after a week's break.
Yep.
How you guys doing?
Doing good. Let's talk about baseball.
All right, yeah, jump into it already. Because I know you guys want to talk about baseball.
Baseball's fucking bullshit right now. 13 years. $330 million. And I love the way that they try to spin it. Like, yes, that might be the highest amount of money for a contract ever in baseball. But Nolan Arenado is making more money on average per year than him or Manny Machado. So,
is he making more than Machado?
Yep. Yeah. Just barely. Like Machado's gonna be making like.
Machado's making 30, well, if it's even, 30 million.
Yeah, it's like 30 point something or other, but Nolan Arenado's like 31 and.
Gotcha.
I did the math.
What did he sign for an 8 year? What was
8 year,
Arenado?
260.
Gotcha.
Which really bummed me out because. Really use third baseman in Arizona.
Yeah, the Angels could do that too.
Yeah, we could use one out here too. But yeah, this fucking not signing till spring as a free agent is stupid.
Yeah, I don't know who Arenado's agent is. It's not Boris, so I don't know. Like, I can't always blame Scott Boris on this, but like.
But see, for Arenado, it's just an extension.
Right. So yeah, okay, yeah. So that's different. So Arenado is the exception, and then Machado and Bryce Harper, I think, we're playing a game of chicken.
I think so.
Machado has the same agent as Albert Pujols.
Okay. Which is basically almost the same deal that Pujols got. Mm-hmm. Almost the same.
Yeah.
Was it 260 or 280 that Pujols got for 10 years?
I don't remember.
It was something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it just sucks. Like, Dallas Keuchel's still a free agent.
Yep.
Like, that dude should be on a fucking team. He's been practicing. He's been training himself, basically, using facilities that he has at his disposal to get ready for the season. I don't know. I was like, well, we didn't re-sign Corbin. I mean, maybe get Dallas Keuchel. We didn't spend any money at all in the offseason in Arizona. Really?
Yeah.
A lot of it was all trades.
Yeah, Arizona didn't really do a whole lot.
We signed some relief pitching, but they were like 1 or 2 year deals for like $1 to $5 million. Like, it wasn't like we didn't back up the truck anywhere. Which, if we were gonna do it anywhere, it should have been to Paul Goldschmidt's house. But now he's in fucking St. Louis.
I mean, to be fair, like who did you want that you wish you backed up the truck for?
Goldschmidt. He's the only one.
But I'm saying in terms of free agents, exactly.
Free agents, he's the only one.
Yeah.
If since we don't have him, I would like to see us get another. We have solid starting pitching, but I would love for us to have another.
Can never have enough.
But I don't think that'll happen. Just by the nature of Zach Greinke and his comments that he made when he got signed by Arizona. Basically, like he's done a really good job over the last 2 years or so proving his worth as a starter and being an ace. And I don't. Remember when Brandon Webb and Dan Herron were in the same rotation?
Yeah.
And they were like basically competing to see who was the ace, but they weren't. It just looked that way.
I remember when Webb was your boy.
He still is, man. I love Brandon Webb, man. That sinker dude is fucking nasty.
Was there another, besides Brandon Webb, wasn't there another like pretty top of the line pitcher? Or am I thinking of just Brandon Webb? Wasn't there somebody else like even before Webb who was like the ace?
Not right before. I remember we had Randy Johnson before that.
Johnson. After John, maybe I'm just thinking of Brandon Webb.
Yeah, but anyway, so like Brandon Webb and Dan Herron, when they were playing off of each other as 1 and 2, like they both had close to 20 wins that season, and they had ERAs like in the low 3s. Like it seemed like they were competing, even though they really weren't.
Yeah.
But once Herron left, and was like an ace somewhere, he didn't have that same fire. And then when Brandon Webb was by himself, he didn't have that same fire. And then Webb got hurt and then subsequently retired and all that.
They play off each other.
But they played off of each other really well. But I think if you had like a Zach Greinke and a Dallas Keuchel in the same rotation, that could possibly happen. But Zach Greinke has already said like, no, I don't like being compared to other pitchers in my rotation. I want to be the ace. And It's like, well, if you want to be the ace, then be the ace.
Don't talk about it.
But apparently there's like a lot of high hopes and high talk coming out of him and practicing when he first started getting back in baseball shape in the winter. People saw him throwing simulated bullpen sessions and are like, yo, this could be the year that Greinke is, Cy Young delivery again because he's comfortable and relaxed. And have you seen his hair? Holy shit. Like he looks like Zach Greinke.
He's got long hair?
Yeah.
Really?
It looks like Zach Greinke.
Maybe this will be his Justin Verlander year. That was Verlander last year.
I hope so, man. I hope so. But I would love to have someone like Dallas Keuchel in the rotation.
A lot of guys are just asking for too much money and teams just aren't playing.
Yeah.
Don't want to play that game.
Yeah. But yeah, this Bryce Harper deal is insane.
It's just the whole thing is ridiculous.
Full no trade.
Yeah.
No opt-out clause. And they claim that Harper didn't want one.
I mean, look, I can if the guy wants to play for one team in one city for the rest of his career,
that's awesome.
I can respect that, but I'm sorry, in no universe is Bryce Harper worth $330 million, and I don't care if the annual average salary is $25 million a year, and it's not that much money. It doesn't fucking matter.
If he gets that, and like we were talking about before we went on, by all metrics you can find, Mike Trout is the best player in baseball. Any metric whatsoever. You want to do WAR, you want to do whatever you want your metric to be.
Yeah.
Mike Trout is the best player in baseball. There's nobody better. And if Bryce Harper gets 330, then with a 267 career average, come on, man.
Yeah.
Trout, it needs to get way more than that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it'll go down for like maybe 10 years, 400.
I could see that happening for sure.
Yeah, that's what I think, and I think he deserves it. But
or maybe 8 for 350 or something like that.
Yeah, because he's got 2 years. Yeah, he's got 2 years left on his current deal. But I'm so tired. Like, yeah, this whole thing, it is insane. I think let's forget that part of it. I think Philadelphia is gonna be fucking so mad at this deal.
Yeah, I think so too.
And it's not even gonna take that long. I'm not even saying maybe 5 years down the road they'll. No. I think
by the All-Star
there's
break.
no fucking way. There's no way.
When Corbin is pitching 500, as much as I love Patrick Corbin, he's pitching 500, and Bryce Harper's batting 250 at the All-Star break.
Yeah.
They're gonna be hitting the panic button.
Yeah.
It's not gonna take that long.
And then seriously, motherfucker, you were offered $300 million 10 years from your fucking team, from the Washington Nationals, but you had to take it all the way into damn near March to get an extra $30 million and 3 more years out of the fucking deal. Like, I don't know. And then, yeah, Cheesy alluded to it in the chat, but the fact that in his press conference this morning, he makes the comment like, oh, you know, so in 2 years is somebody else coming off the book, so we'll see what happens there. It's like, fucking ESPN, MLB Network, all these people need to stop talking about where Trout's going to be on the fucking East Coast, like, hoping, begging that it's like, it's their fucking wet dream. They don't even talk about the Angels. It is fucking tampering. It's tampering. They don't even talk about the Angels like, oh, well, this team's got a hell of a farm system here. Like, the Angels have a hell of a farm system now. They built it up. Like, they're like, well, the Angels haven't done it. They haven't won in this amount of time and that amount of time. The Phillies fucking suck. Like, the Phillies are terrible. Oh, so the whole time their farm's great, blah, blah, blah. The Angels, same deal. But the difference is they're on the East Coast.
Yep.
And that's it. But I'm so fucking tired of it. I don't want to jinx it, but I hope it gets done sooner rather than later so everyone will shut the fuck up.
Yep. And like I've always said, me and Cheesy had talked about this a little bit too. The only reason Joey Votto got more press than Paul Goldschmidt is because he's closer to the East Coast.
Yeah.
But now, Goldie in St. Louis, like, where's this guy been for the last 7 years doing exactly what he's going to be doing in St. Louis? Crushing the ball, hitting .290, having, 15 stolen bases for a big first baseman.
Yeah.
Hitting 30 home runs, 120 RBIs. He'll do the same thing because last year it ended up shaking out to about the same numbers that he always has. That dude is just been
it's insane that he's
super consistent.
Like late turnaround, but a turnaround nonetheless.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm so annoyed with it. And then the sports media is the worst. They hang on every fucking word that they say. And so they say like, oh yeah, that's just not something I want to talk about right now, which gets turned into Mike Trout doesn't want to negotiate with the Angels and won't. And it's like, huh? And then there was later clarified, Trout himself said, I didn't say that. It's in the LA Times.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm so tired of it. I just want it to get done. I've said all along, and I don't like saying it because I guess I am superstitious in a way, so I don't want to jinx it, but I said the best move the Angels could do this offseason is get Trout signed to that extension.
Yep.
And it doesn't even have to happen now. I'd love for it to happen now just to get people to shut up about it. But if it happens in the off season, fine. If it happens in spring training next year, fine. It just needs to get done.
Yeah. That organization would be stupid to not go hard after Mike Trout.
Yeah. And I'm sure it's going to happen. But I mean, the fact... It's not even just this year. They started talking like almost the moment he signed an extension with the Angels the last time. They were already talking about where he was going to go.
3 years ago?
No, I mean it was fucking 5.
Was it 5 years ago?
He signed I think he signed an 8-year extension then.
Okay.
Something like that. Maybe it was 6.
But yeah, I remember that. Like,
yeah.
I don't understand, man. I don't really like how baseball press talks about the sport because they don't talk about the sport.
It was a 6-year extension.
6-year extension, yeah.
They're just they're I mean there's so many people pipe dreaming fucking Mike Trout and Bryce Harper playing on the same team. Somebody said, I don't remember who it was. I think it was Mike Francesca or Francesca, however the fuck you say his name. He said, he's like, yeah, so Bryce Harper, what did he say? He said Bryce Harper signing with the Phillies now, that just gives them even more of an opportunity. What the fuck did he say? It was so dumb. Oh, this is what it was. Now that the Phillies have signed Bryce Harper, they could trade Bryce Harper to the Angels and get Mike Trout. I'm like, you stupid motherfucker. Bryce Harper was a free agent. Like, if the Angels wanted Bryce Harper, they could have signed his ass. Like, what the fuck?
It doesn't make any sense.
And that guy is on one of the biggest sports fucking channels in New York.
Yeah.
Idiot. Anyways,
Bryce, how do you feel about, or Rick, how do you feel about the rug getting yanked out from under the Giants? Because they were reportedly in the talks with Harper.
Beat Duns 25.
But the Giants...
The Giants, Dodgers, and Phillies were the 3 teams that were like...
Towards the end
that were going hard for Bryce Harper. Would you have wanted him in the lineup?
I don't care. I don't like him. Personally, I don't like him.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, he's a good...
So, I felt that way about Zach Greinke.
It was 6-year. It was a 6-year extension, Cheesy.
When he ended up getting signed by the Diamondbacks, I said, nope, I didn't want him. I don't want him. But he completely changed his attitude once he signed with the Diamondbacks. So,
I mean, maybe San Francisco might have changed him a bit. But
yeah. I don't know, dude. Like, I just there are certain guys in the majors that I
prick.
would not want in the clubhouse at all, and he's one of them.
Yeah, I don't think you would have meshed well there.
Yeah,
Not at all.
and that park, he would have hated hitting in that park, right?
Probably, yeah.
What?
Harper would have hated hitting at 18.
Probably.
Park.
Sorry, I'm
I would
seeing red.
think so because the way it's built and
Yeah. Cheesy, when he said that, it was like right after the contract was signed, so I don't think all the details are out, but yeah, about the no trade and all that stuff, but it's a fucking idiotic statement regardless.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm done with
All
it.
right, let's move on. I just wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, it's
That it took till March 1st for the hottest free agent to sign somewhere.
I mean, Machado was ridiculous too. Like both of like it's ridiculous. It's so dumb.
Both of those teams can have them.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we get into
Movie news?
movie news?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So this is kind of just popped up a few days ago. I want to say maybe yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday when you put the wrong broken link and then I gave you shit about it.
So the Oscars happened. Last week.
Yep.
And I actually don't have the winners list on me right now.
There's only one we need to talk about. And we'll talk about it.
And that's the only one I was wrong about. That was the only that was the safe move for the Oscars. They didn't want to give it to anything else, so they gave it to.
But before we got there,
no, hold on, no, not before Cheesy said I want an apology. I just said, in my opinion, I don't think that was going to happen. That wasn't even the biggest thing that I like. It's fine if it did. I was happy for it. I just didn't think that seemed like something the Oscars would pick. But other than that one, I was right about all the other ones. I said, well, they're, what was it? Black Panther. I'm like, that's not going to fucking win.
No.
I think, let's see, we can go animated. We'll give them the animated one. You know what I mean? I don't trust them. I just don't trust them. I've never argued that it didn't deserve it because I never saw it, and so I wouldn't do that. I just said, in my opinion, I just don't. I could see them giving it to like, what was it? What else was not Isle of Dogs that was nominated, right? I could see them going that route instead. They didn't, and good for them.
which about for Best Picture?
Well,
no, for animated.
For animated, yeah. They didn't, and good for them, and that's it.
But yeah, so the Oscars. Spielberg has bone to pick apparently with Netflix because right now Spielberg is going to express his concerns in the upcoming Academy meeting, saying that he doesn't want Netflix to be eligible for Oscars.
Steven Spielberg can go.
So he can go fuck himself.
Field of dicks.
He says that giving like movies like that grace period of like was it like 2 or 3 weeks in theaters to make them eligible, like it should be longer than that. Like it should have its full release.
That's a totally antiquated way of thinking, because there was a lot of movies for a long time that spend a weekend in the box office just so they could be nominated.
A lot of all these Oscar darlings are barely in the fucking theaters.
Yeah.
They're in,
nobody watches those movies
except
you crusty old bastards that give out the awards.
Yeah, Roma in particular had a pretty good long running in the theaters because Netflix knew that they had something there.
Yeah.
To win. So yeah, apparently he says that I should just be going through. He's basically a traditionalist.
Yeah.
In the sense like it should be done the normal way. He refers to like Netflix as a direct to like DVD type of movies.
And even still, who cares if it was direct to DVD?
It doesn't matter.
You know what I mean?
Here's the deal. He's more or less saying, because here's his quote: I don't believe films that are just given token qualifications in a couple of theaters for less than a week should qualify for the Academy Award nomination. So basically, according to Steven Spielberg, a movie isn't a movie unless it was in a theater.
A movie isn't a movie unless there's a shitload of money put into it. Basically.
And Netflix themselves, like they have Roma, and they had the director, it's Alfonso Cuarón, was it the director? I believe so, yeah. Which is a big director. I mean, he won, I think this is like his 3rd Oscar now, I want to say. And
this whole thing is just
like next year, like Netflix is going to have a Martin Scorsese movie come out. And like the only way that's going to get be nominated if it's in the theaters.
Yeah.
So it's like, and him and Spielberg are friends, so I mean that's kind of fucked up too in a way.
And it's if the movie's not good, fine. Like
it should be merit on the story, the plots.
But like I said,
how much.
And again, movies are completely subjective. Like one of the most like it could be the most terribly made movie on the planet, but if you find enjoyment in it, you're going to like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all that's subjective. And that's the only thing I've never really liked about the Oscars is that they give out awards that are supposed to be objective, but it's obvious it's just, oh no, well, we like this director, so we're going to give them this award.
The favorite.
Yeah, and if you want to just go best technical, then do it. Then do that. Yeah. But that's not what the Oscars is. It never has been.
It's like his statement is so
old
antiquated or old school, like you said. To me, it's like the equivalent of saying the only video games that could be eligible for winning Game of the Year are games that were sold in brick and mortar stores. Yeah. Anything that's all digital can't do it.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you. I mean, are you kidding? Sorry. I mean, I'm sorry that now streaming services seem to be kind of taking over. Yeah. You know, they are. And now they're starting to dip their toes. They've already taken over TV to a massive extent.
Yeah.
And now they're starting to dip their toe into his industry, and he's upset about it.
Yeah. I think it's stupid to have that kind of a statement.
It says here a spokesman for Amblin had this to say. Stephen feels strongly about the differences between the streaming and theatrical situation. He'll be happy if others will join his campaign when that comes up in the board of governors meeting. We'll see what happens. It's such a shitty move, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And like I respect the dude totally, but like for something like this, like I don't respect what he's saying. I like his movies, and I still will.
Yep.
But like, come on, man! Like you come from indie roots, you know. Like I out of all like a bunch of directors, I wouldn't think it would come from him to do something like this.
Right. Like, and just think about, like, talking about, like, a director that we all love in Kevin Smith. Imagine if Clerks were to come out today. How much, if they had the things at their disposal then that they would now, how much less money they would have had to spend on it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have had to worry about getting a distribution deal. They wouldn't have had to worry about getting in theaters or the film festival circuit. It just would have been there for you to watch and consume and enjoy. And it still would have been what it became.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have taken all the extra money. To where it took like 5 years or something before the movie ever made a profit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are other people out there that are against, not like, well,
they don't agree with him. Oh, they don't agree with him?
They don't agree with him.
Right.
But I thought this was important to bring up, especially after Netflix, again, like we mentioned it already, being part of now the Motion Picture Association. Like it's like territorial. He's acting very territorial. Because Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, like those are the way of the people are going to be watching movies in the future.
If all of those, I mean, I'm not saying the theater is like I don't want to. I mean, you're right. I don't want to get into a discussion about whether or not theaters are here to stay or not. But bottom line, if Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, or whatever, if they're winning the rights, if they're funding some big movie project and they get the rights to it first. Sorry. I mean, it's a fucking competition now. We just talked about baseball free agency here, okay? Bryce Harper, Mike Trout, Manny Machado, they can't play for all 30 baseball teams, or it's 30, right? Or how, I don't know what it is.
30.
They can't play for all 30 baseball teams. So if there's a movie, and sorry, the theaters are going to lose out. If the company is a streaming service and they win the rights to that property, that's it.
Well, that's how they got Adam Sandler. That's how they got Martin Scorsese.
Even it wasn't Netflix, but go all the way again with Kevin Smith. Go back to Red State when how much shit he got for basically self-publishing that movie.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
Because no distribution in the United States, no theater distribution. He had to like take it on the road essentially, and he got so much shit for that from the movie industry.
Which it goes back to like when Kevin Smith said it himself, like to like Gone with the Wind when they were touring the movie around the United States.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to hate on something like that.
Well said, Bryce. Says Ash.
Well, thank you. I mean, who cares though? I mean, it just comes down like a movie theater's purpose is essentially like it's an exclusivity thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
It is, yeah.
well, here's a new thing. If you want to see it right away, you got to go to the theater and go see it. Then you got to wait a few months, and then it'll be released for you to watch at home for your own convenience. I mean, look, I like going to the movies as much as the next person. I do. I know you don't. I still enjoy going to the movies, and if there's something that I want to see really badly, I'm gonna go see it immediately. And I know Rick's the same way. Rick just signed up for AMC A-list or whatever. But at the same time, like, I've gotten to a point, there's definitely a lot, I'm more discerning with my choices.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I could wait for that. Or, as dumb as this sounds, like I said, my girlfriend is half Japanese. We visit her family in Japan. And so if I'm on a long flight, sometimes I'm like, that's a plane movie. I won't go to the theater for that. Maybe I'll wait till I'm on the plane because I've got fucking 10 hours ahead of me. I do that now, though.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck you. Like, if I don't want to go to the movie theater, then I don't want to go to the movie theater. If I don't want to spend $7 on a large drink, I just won't buy the drink. But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's dumb. It's just, it's a window to go see something immediately. That's all it is.
I wish that the MPAA would play nice with something other service like Vudu, to where, like, I want to see Alita Battle Angel. I want to see Fighting with My Family. But realistically, I'm not going to get out to the theater before they're gone. I'm not. The other day I was sitting at home, I was like, I wish I could just pay the $20 or the $22 that I would have had to pay for 2 movie tickets for my wife and I to go see the movie to that movie so I could just watch it at home.
It's the only leg that a movie theater has to stand on anymore at this point is its exclusivity.
Yeah.
That's it. Because, I mean, TVs are getting better, are getting nicer. You know what I mean? Like, people are building their own sort of theater rooms at home. Like, it's a double-edged sword.
I think it's a matter of time before something like that can happen.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of tried it with, what was that movie? Tower Heist?
Did they really?
Yeah, they put it out like on demand for like, it was something ridiculous,
well,
like $50 or $80.
Okay. There's stuff, I know DirecTV still does stuff like that now.
But yeah, that's true. They had that Jim Carrey one, right?
I think so, yeah. DirecTV has stuff where, like, you could watch it on DirecTV first, and I think you do pay, a higher price. But then it's also out in the theaters. But fuck it.
I would have paid $20.
Is it pouring?
Yeah, it is.
Holy shit.
I would have paid $20 so I could watch Fighting with My Family, and then I would have paid another $20 to watch Alita Battle Angel the other day because I was at home bored with nothing to do. And it's just shitty that I can't do that. I'm not going to get out to a theater. I can't.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, that we don't have that yet. I think it's a matter of time. Get enough like encryption on a one-time play only type of thing.
I think the move is, like an AMC or a theater chain. The move, like the A-list thing, that's cool. But the move is, you can also download our AMC app and watch a movie at home. What I mean?
It's Blockbuster Video all over again.
Yeah.
But replace Blockbuster Video with movie theaters.
Yeah. And
it's going to get to that point where you're going to have like an MPA or the official movie streaming app. And you can watch it wherever you want.
They totally should.
Yeah.
It's history repeating itself.
Yeah. Isn't it weird that the more, I guess, out of date thing lasted longer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
Again, I think that still just comes down to exclusivity, though.
Yeah,
like they're getting the new shit first, and that's it.
Do you remember the last days of Blockbuster when it was like, oh, this movie's only available at Blockbuster for like 60 days? Like for 2 months, it was, you can only rent it here.
Yeah.
Well, we got Blockbuster. Ugh. Yeah.
And they still had that power because like the internet was still in its infancy and stuff. Streaming was still in its infancy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
So come on, Spielberg. Get forward.
Get your head out of your ass,
backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how fucking big it would be if somebody like him would embrace that, and instead of being
huge,
fucking negative Nancy about it, just being like, hey man, there's some great movies on Netflix this year. We should really consider them for these awards. And like it happened with what's it called? TV. It's the TV award. Fucking
Emmys.
The Emmys.
Yeah.
Like, this year was the first year, right? That
I think
Glow got something.
Glow was nominated,
Season 1.
and then I think Marvelous Miss Maisel was also nominated.
But yeah, man, just fucking get over yourselves and realize that there's different ways.
Glow would have been season 2, wouldn't it? If it was this year, right?
Maybe it was last year then.
It was
Season
for
1.
season
Yeah.
1.
It was like best stunt
So
coordination
it was
or
last
something
year.
like that.
They won something this year too, didn't they?
I think so.
Yeah, they did. I think they did.
But yeah, just fucking pull your head out of your ass, and move forward, and everything will be better.
It'd be great. Yeah.
Especially for me, who has 2 kids and a lot of fucking activities, and I only have between 10 p.m. and 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. to watch movies, and I can't leave the house and go to a theater at that point.
Still haven't seen Lego Movie?
No, I haven't. Still haven't seen that either.
Quick review. It's fucking good.
That's what I've been hearing. All
right. Next up, that's actually the only news I got. Because I felt really passionate about that. We got a user submitted trailer from Cheesy on our Discord.
Oh, you mean number 1 subscriber, Cheesy?
Number 1 subscriber, Cheesy.
SmackDown number 1 announcer?
Yeah.
From our Discord. He dropped this in there because he wanted us to watch it. And you know what? That's what we do.
I think it starts this week, or if not this week, next week too.
That's the order.
Magic swirls all around us. It is in the air that we breathe. Do not be so naive as to think we are the only ones who can harness its power.
Is that the kid from Cobra Kai? Rick?
Nothing is
Cobra Kai?
as it seems.
Congratulations on your acceptance to Belgrave University. We have a question.
What do you know about the Hermetic Order of the Blue Rose?
Yeah. I think
Everyone knows
that's
the order is fake news.
He looks like he could be related to Jesse Eisenberg. Straight hair.
You're about to start the biggest adventure of your lives.
What is reality?
It appears you've been summoned. Will you heed the call?
Yes.
We'll be expecting great things from you.
Welcome to the order. I'm going to teach you how to use magic properly.
Tutor.
You got stuck with me for some reason.
Just lucky, I guess.
There is a creature out there that is tearing apart our recruits.
This is the most powerful incantation ever created.
What does it do?
Anything is possible.
If you don't do something, people are gonna die.
We will build a world like you've never seen.
This is what you signed up for.
Nothing is as it seems.
All magic has a cost. If you don't pay the price, things can go wrong.
Nothing is as it seems.
I'm in.
Turns out that's not him.
It's not.
No.
Looks like him.
That's fine.
It looks just like him.
Wow, dude. That looks cool.
Yeah.
I like magic. One of the things I like is magic, especially like witchcraft and all that stuff. Funny enough, I like Harry Potter, but I'm not a crazy Harry Potter person.
That's not him. It's not the same kid.
Oh.
It's
It
a
kinda
complete.
looks like him,
It's a
though.
complete. They look almost identical. Anyway, but yeah, that looks interesting. I'm not a magic guy. I do like the Harry Potter stuff.
I don't dislike it. I'm just
But-
not as into it as most people.
Yeah, I'm just not like, oh, fucking wizards and shit. Like that's not my. That's not
Yeah.
the thing that, as Bryce would say, that doesn't make my dick hard. But I do. It doesn't make it limp either. So
Yeah, I think I'm riding
Are
the...
you rating system?
that's the Bryce rating system. You've heard him say that hundreds of times, literally hundreds of times.
I think I'm riding the fence on that one. Honestly.
Well, it has to do with magic, Cheesy. That's what it seems like.
Underground battle between werewolves and the magical dark arts.
That's what I figured with the werewolf
Yeah.
smashing that car.
It looks interesting.
I'm interested in...
It looks interesting. I don't know that the trailer like grabbed me, but I mean it could be one of those things that
I mean,
I end up checking out.
at this point, I've been saying it for fucking years at this juncture, but I just hate how melodramatic everything is nowadays, especially television.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
That's cool.
Yeah,
Like I
it's
said,
interesting.
yeah, I appreciate you bringing that forward. I actually had wanted to watch the trailer when you sent it, and then
Yeah.
I just never did, and waited for this. Yeah, I appreciate you sending it in. It's just, I don't
For sure,
know,
man.
It's just one of those things it's not resonating with me, but maybe I'll watch it and I'll like it. So
Rick's
who knows?
in.
I'm in.
Yeah.
It resonated
Well,
with me.
I'll hear what you have to say about it, at least after an episode.
Yeah.
I mean, I still, of everyone at this table, am the only one that watched an episode of The Umbrella Academy.
I
that
still
you
haven't watched
requested
I
that I did.
still haven't watched it.
And to be honest with you, that first episode did not grab me. It got better towards the end, and then I started watching the second episode, and then got interrupted, and I haven't went back to it.
I feel like I said, everything is just so melodramatic and serious, and I don't know. I miss the emo campiness of the 80s, early 90s stuff. I'm not really digging this whole tween melodrama bullshit that's the hot thing that everybody loves right now. And it's been that way for 5-6 years, where everything is that way.
I've been loving the team melodrama stuff.
You just gotta find the right
Since
thing,
Dawson's
man.
Creek.
Like I said,
I like Dawson's Creek a lot. The thing that I'm interested in start watching, I don't have a Hulu account, so I'm going to have to call my brother and get his information, is Pen 15. Have you seen the trailer for that?
I watched the first episode.
Oh my god, that looked amazing. I should have put the trailer that I saw in.
I've seen the trailer. Well,
we'll talk about it.
Okay, so the next one.
no. Rick has watched the first episode, so go
What do
ahead.
you think?
When we're talking about it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I just watched the first episode, but it's okay.
I don't really.
It's okay. It's
It
Watch
looks
Sex
great.
Education, motherfucker.
it's like I don't know. It's not that good.
I've been hearing the
Sadly
exact
said.
opposite.
I don't know. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Some of the humor can get pretty raunchy.
You said that in a way where it's it starts to get kind of offensive.
And then I get offended.
That's the other thing I've been hearing
because
is that people are going into it not realizing
it's just
what
I get the comedic value of
what
it.
rating it would be. You know what I mean?
It's
people-
called Pen 15, idiot ass
But I'm saying
people.
people see television sitcom style trailer, you don't expect it to get remember when we started watching Glow? We didn't think it was going to be a PG thing.
No.
But we didn't expect to see Brie Larson topless in the first not Brie Larson, Allison Brie
Yeah.
topless in the first 2.5 minutes of the first episode. It was just whoa, wait a minute. Oh yeah, it's Netflix. It's not television.
Right,
Yeah.
which is fantastic.
Mr.
But yeah,
Skin over
Thank
there.
you, Ash. She started watching Sex Education. It's so good. And Rick
I finished
can
it.
vouch.
And it's really good.
Yes.
It's so fucking good.
Don't worry, that's on the list before I ever get to Pen 15.
Well, I'm just it's fine. You could do. I'm just saying you're looking for stuff that isn't so melodramatic or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then honestly, dude, Sabrina, man, it's funny too, man. I don't know what else to tell you, but the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina it's there. Maybe that's just not your cup of tea.
Rick hates Pen 15. We'll move on.
I don't hate it.
He said it was fucking terrible.
Look,
and it offends.
not
Just
me.
look. Here's the thing.
Him and his toxic masculinity are offended by girls talking about their vaginas. Let's move forward.
No, here's the thing. We always say, form your own opinion.
Yeah,
That's
for
his
sure.
opinion. I'll
just
say this. I'll say this, and this is something Rick doesn't know yet. I watched 8th grade. I thought 8th grade sucked, and that was what was that your number one or number
Two.
It was his number 2 movie of the year. And Andy watched it too, and I was just I was waiting for it. I didn't like 8th grade at all. So
Yeah,
it's fine. Just different opinions.
he's killing you with his mind bullets right
I mean,
now.
that's okay. I didn't say Rick is dumb for I just said I thought 8th grade wasn't good.
but if the shoe fits, is what you're saying.
Bottom line, you might like penis. He doesn't like penis. Okay? And that's it. Pen 15, guys. Pen 15.
Yeah.
But 8th grade, to me, I kind of got, when I watched the trailer for Pen 15, I kind of got an 8th grade vibe to it. I don't know, just because a little raunchy and then maybe girls being the centerpiece and then I guess just
The vibe I got from the
age.
trailer was it was super bad, but with girls. That's the vibe I got from the trailer.
Yeah.
Because the trailer itself is very over the top.
Plus, I think I got a little, not mad, but I'm just for me, 8th grade was a little depressing. You said, no, it's not depressing. So I'm It's kind of depressing, man, but I don't know.
He just wanted you to watch it.
I have to remember that Rick's level of depressing.
He just wanted you to watch it. He lied.
It's fucking horseshit. I did watch it too. I watched it the week after we did our stuff, and you want to know what my thoughts were? Like, this is his number 2, and fucking whatever Avengers is not even on his top 5.
410. All right, let's watch this next trailer.
Next trailer also brought to you by Cheesy.
I feel like I saw this before Cheesy put it in the Discord.
It's been around.
I was trying to think. Did I see this when I saw a movie? But I don't think. Anyway.
It's called Arctic.
Arctic.
And we're going to watch it right now.
Trying to watch
the trailer.
Good job, bro.
You're welcome.
Bonus points.
Squeeze like this. Squeeze. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Don't worry. It'll be here tomorrow. Or the day after tomorrow. Don't worry. She's running out of time. I have to find help. It's okay.
So that's out?
I guess so.
It's like fucking Castaway meets, what was that? James Franco, right? Was he the one that was in?
Oh yeah, what was that?
127 hours? Is that what it is?
128 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little too intense, man. I don't think
I don't know if I could watch
the
that.
sound. The sound design is like, even in the trailer, it's just oof. That's crazy. You feel like you're there.
Right. I could see myself checking out maybe at some point, but I don't know that I'm going to the theater to see that. Why is Bleecker Street so familiar?
I've done a few movies.
I don't know, but it told us like 35 times that it's a Bleecker Street.
Probably because it did well at Cannes. Yeah, it looks interesting.
Right.
I could probably wait for it for Netflix or whatever.
Don't tell Spielberg.
But I don't know, man. That's just
really intense, man.
Yeah. Like I like suspense, but at the same time, it's a little. I don't like suspense. It's hard to.
I like suspense. Like that's the thing that kind of
too much anxiety, especially when it's something that has to do with like this could happen to you. Let's say if you want to go skiing in the Arctic or whatever, and you get trapped that's a little too real. Yeah, or like open water.
Yeah.
When compared to let's say The Martian, which I believe is the best survival movie of all time. I know I'm not going to space anytime soon, right? So I can watch that.
Fair point.
Wait, was that a knock on open water somewhere?
No.
Okay. Just saying that style of movie, the suspense,
and like how you can actually put yourself into like that kind of survival mode.
Right, like, okay, so here's what I'll say the difference is. Like, something like Open Water, it was like...
This is who directed it.
Oh, shit. He directed it.
I don't know who that is.
He's a YouTuber.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, Joe Penna.
Okay.
No wonder they were showing it. They actually showed it at the YouTube space, and I had tickets for it, but I never went because I was in Orange County. Yeah.
Okay, so Open Water kind of takes place in a central location, if you will. And, like, but, like, I don't know. This definitely seems like...
I'll probably watch it.
What else? Like, you know, what else can happen to this guy and this person? Like,
yeah.
I don't like when it's constant fuckery on the main characters. The suspense aspect of trying to get somewhere is enough for me. This also looks like, what's it called? Death Stranding, the movie. Yeah. Remember the trailer they showed for Death Stranding where it was just the main character walking?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's Ritas. That's the vibe I got from this too. I was like, I can see
it. Well, it was funny because you're watching all this stuff happen to him and you're realizing there isn't somebody pulling all the strings. It's not like Jigsaw's behind it all or some shit.
Right.
It's just that bitch Mother Nature.
It's like Hunger Games, but real life.
Yeah.
I prefer
Very interesting.
Well, Rick's on board now, apparently.
Norman Reedus with the fetus. All right, next one we have.
Shouldn't be taking them off.
I know, right? You had him on the whole
It's our last trailer.
Okay.
For today. And that is The Dark Phoenix.
There's a new Hellboy trailer too that for some reason.
I don't give a fuck about it.
I know, it looks good, but I just Was this supplied by you, Rick?
Yes. I actually opened the note and was gonna put it in there, but I saw this was the first thing he added.
Why did you make me do that?
This is some X-Men shit, isn't it?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Look at me. Focus on my voice. I'm not giving up on you, Jean.
She was my friend.
You're my family, Jean. No matter what.
Stop.
That's Sophie Turner.
Look. You're special, Jean. And if you stop fighting that force inside you, if you embrace it, you will possess the very power of a god.
She'll kill us all.
Tell me how we fix this, Charles. Tell me what to do. I don't know what to do.
Oh, they don't understand. They fear, and what they fear, we seek to destroy.
This is your fault, Charles.
I tried to protect her.
I'm scared. When I lose control, bad things happen to people I love.
The girl dies.
She's still Jean. We can still help her.
Sometimes you want to believe people are something that they are not. By the time you realize who they are, it's too late.
She's coming.
I should get Evan Peters in that stuff too.
So I will be going to the theater for that one.
I'm gonna go to the fridge and let you guys talk. I don't know shit about X-Men, and it doesn't grab me. So you guys go.
Dude, right?
So, like, I know there's been a lot of hate on this because of the how many times they've had to shoot a lot of stuff.
They changed a lot. Like,
yeah.
From its first iteration.
And they have to. They don't have to. But, all right. I kind of told someone this is what I'm about to say right now already, which is these movies. I said it on Facebook. These movies like I'm taking them for what as they are, from First Class to now. Like everything in between that is its own universe.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna complain because like, oh, they didn't copy this part of the comic, or this didn't copy this part of the comic. Yeah, they're taking aspects of that comic and they're putting it into this style, this universe. Fox is about to finish signing the papers with Disney.
Yeah.
This is their last hurrah with these X-Men. A lot of people didn't like Apocalypse. We did. Appreciated Apocalypse. There could have been things that were changed,
for
the
sure.
most
But
part,
you can say that about
anything.
You can say that about anything.
Well, we for the most of it enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it my favorite. I still liked First Class probably the best. Next to
I think Days of Future Past was really fucking good, man.
Yeah. That being said, though, like all the hate that it's getting right now.
Yeah. It's stupid.
It's stupid. I think people. It's undeserved-ish.
I mean, you can't even say ish. It's completely undeserved. Just because this was not made by Marvel not necessarily signed off by. Yeah. Because it wasn't made by Marvel Studios is why it's getting shit. And I think that is so garbage, man. Like,
yeah.
Fucking fanboyism kills everything, and it's why we don't have nice things.
Yeah. And it's kind of like, I think I've probably said this on the podcast too before, like when I watch The Flash or Arrow, like I kind of take it for the comic booky value.
Yeah.
And, you know, with this, like, I'm keeping it in that X-Men universe for First Class to now. And like, I'm glad they're releasing this movie. I can say that now.
Yeah, because
we thought where it was not going to come out because...
Yeah. Even after last year when they announced that it was coming out and they're moving it to June, you and I both said like...
It was supposed to come out in February.
Yeah. And when they moved it to June, you and I both said they're sending it out to die in the summer. They're not even they just won't even release it. Watch.
Yeah. But if they wanted it to die, they would have put it out in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're now in summer, maybe... I don't know. I mean... I'm hoping it's a nice surprise of a movie that it turns out to be really good.
I hope so. It looks good.
The trailer looks good. So I've went into detail as far as going on like Reddit and stuff and like
you did research.
I went in deep dive to have pretty much the entire movie spoiled for me.
Oh God, Rick.
But again, even in those threads, some of it say take it with a grain of salt
because they've changed
really
so much.
because they've done reshoots. But for the most part, like you can even in the trailer, you can see where they're headed.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for this movie. I'm really excited for this movie. I think and it can't be as bad as Wolverine's origins or anything like that. There's also a movie that's not going to have Wolverine in it at all. An X-Men without Wolverine.
Well, that we know of.
That's true. Speculation as far as who Jessica Chastain's playing because she's still not named.
Mm-hmm.
People are saying that she's going to end up being Lalandra.
Okay.
From the Shi'ar. I think she's just going to be a different character, completely different character. I don't think she's going to be Lalandra. I'll be surprised. I mean, I'd be a little surprised if it was her. But all of this looks amazing.
It looks good, man. Like
first-time director and Simon Kingberg.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I'm definitely gonna go see it. X-Men is like the Marvel property that I love the most.
Yeah. Did you notice the collars that they're wearing? Were the same from Deadpool.
Yeah, they were
the dampeners. Yeah, that's one of the first things I noticed when I watched the trailer. I like that they do have the space aspect to it.
Yeah,
how she gets more infused with the Dark Phoenix.
Yeah. It looks good. I'm excited to go see it. If at worst, I'll go see it with you. You know what I mean? And that'll be you and I.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I love that Bryce's like, oh man, this person and that person. Oh man, I'm gonna go sit on the couch because I don't fucking care.
And Sophie Turner, I don't think she can carry a movie in my opinion.
Well, but she's got a whole ensemble cast around her.
I thought she was terrible, and I think she's a terrible Jean Grey in my opinion. But this trailer kind of shifted my thinking on her.
I mean, you also got to realize
you don't watch Game of Thrones, so I was only
like I said, I don't watch her in Game of Thrones, and I'm
but
sure she's perfectly fine in that.
But you also got to remember that, like, this is the first time that she's being focused on in this new X-Men universe.
Ooh, just remember something.
They didn't focus on her in any of the other movies. Like, she was just
true,
background.
yeah.
This is like the big one for her.
That is true. There was also something else I saw, which was an interview with Sophie Turner saying that she wasn't the first person. There was, I think she said there was 3 other people,
right,
or 3 other women.
Yeah.
And then it came down to 2, and it was her and someone else. But the only reason she got the part was because she had more followers.
Really?
Compared to the other person who was a little less.
I mean,
known.
that's just speculation, though.
No, that's what she said in the interview. That she was more well known, that they gave it to her, even though she thought that the other actress was better.
That's weird. Well, we'll see how it turns out. It looks good. I'm excited.
Yeah,
that's something I will definitely.
For this movie.
I said that about Apocalypse too, and I didn't end up getting out to the theaters to see it either. I ended up seeing it at home.
Fuck those haters.
Yeah,
just fucking enjoy a movie.
Yeah. Would you really really want them to just retell you the story out of the comic book? Honestly, no. Nobody really wants that. Everybody claims they want that. You want it to feel like it came off the pages. You don't want them to regurgitate. What's the thing everybody complains about with Spider-Man and Batman movies? I'm tired of seeing his parents die. I'm tired of seeing Uncle Ben die. I'm tired of the origin stories. Don't treat us like we're stupid. Just give us the characters. Then they go and do that. Why aren't they just doing the story from the comic books? Why are they trying to tell it a different way and different characters? Like, shut up. Just shut the fuck up. Make up your mind what you want. And if you don't know what you want, just shut up and enjoy it for what it is.
I mean, I'm kind of almost in the sense of like, I kind of do want what they have in the comic books, but at the same time, for what?
But that wouldn't work in live action.
That wouldn't work for a movie.
Yeah.
I think the Dark Phoenix, the whole Phoenix saga, is meant for television. Because that's a long story.
Yeah. But I just don't.
When you say that, though, Rick, do you want it like verbatim, or do you
That's
want it
what
just,
I'm
like,
saying.
heavily
I don't think.
inspired?
I think you could go. I mean, not that like exactly verbatim, but like you could go. You could get close to it with a television series.
What I will say,
which the X-Men cartoon kind of did.
But that's cartoon. You can get away with that with a cartoon.
Right. No, you can get away with it with the TV show now in today's present. I think you can.
I mean, I will say the thing people hate on the most is like the most comic booky shit that these movies do. And that's what people hate the most. The comic book fans hate the most is when they go super over the top and do comic book shit. Because the majority of people watching these movies, even though they want to try to pretend to be, are not comic book fans. They're not. They might go to these characters now because of the movies and pretend to be experts about their origin and the story and how things go. Majority of people watching these movies are not comic book fans. So when the over-the-top stuff happens, they hate it because they don't understand how that looks on a page and how it doesn't translate in motion.
It's kind of a broad thing to say, though. But
yeah, but I mean, go back to last. Okay, I always bring this up. You did not like Last Stand, and I can understand why you don't like it. But the most comic booky thing that happens in that fucking movie, that I feel like could have been on the comic book page, everybody hates. Like, why wouldn't Magneto move the fucking bridge? Because he fucking can. That's why he did it.
I think it's more that Ian McKellen looks so frail.
Right. Okay, but fair point. But then you have a dude who looks like that, showing that amount of power. That is right out of a comic book. That is something that jumps right off of a page. But everybody hates that. The first Fantastic Four movie from 2001, is that when that one came out?
Which one, the Fantastic Four movie?
Yeah. Was that 2000, 2001, something like that?
That's 2 or 3.
Yeah, okay. That was with
2 or 3.
Michael Chiklis is the thing and all that. That first one is awesome because I felt like it was a comic book come to life.
Yeah.
People didn't like it because it was a comic book come to life, and at that time, people couldn't give 2 shits about comic books and their stories and how they tell those stories. Like Scott Pilgrim, everybody who likes the comic loves that movie because it is literally the comic book come to life. But it did so poorly in theaters because the mainstream audience at that point didn't care about comic books or graphic novels. I think if that were to come out today, that movie would have made 10 times what it made in theaters when it originally came out. Same with Kick-Ass. People didn't care about comic book movies the way they do now, or they claim to do now, when that first one came out. And I think the second one suffered because of the Marvel stuff that had come out between 1 and 2. Because you have these big blockbuster movies, and then you have a movie that's trying to stay true to a graphic novel. And it just doesn't have the same feeling for people unless you're already invested in that story. And this is going to feel like First Class felt like it came off the pages. And Days of Future Past, even more so, felt like it came off the pages and jumped out at you. And I think that's what people are not going to like about this, is that. And then Apocalypse, I agree that maybe they went too far with making it feel like a comic book come to life.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a comic book come to life, man. It was, as a fan of the X-Men, and I know they aren't doing these stories verbatim, and they're making changes, and they're putting characters together that not necessarily were together in the comics, but they're having great interactions. And I think all the actors that are playing these characters are doing fantastic jobs with these characters. To the point where I was watching Logan the other day, and it's weird seeing Patrick Stewart playing Charles Xavier to me now, because I think of how good it's being played in these movies. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I get what you're saying, though. And I'm not saying I have high expectations for this movie, but I'm definitely hyped to see this.
I have high hopes for it.
I definitely have high hopes for it.
Yeah.
And I honestly think it's going to do well. I think it's going to do well because everyone's going to be interested, thinking that they're going to see this garbage train wreck.
I think it'll have a good first weekend, and then you'll hear nothing but people talk shit about it, whether it's good or not.
Easily, yeah.
But yeah. I'm excited. I think people need to pull their underwear out of their butt and stop pretending to be comic book experts and just go out and enjoy movies for what they are.
What if you're a girl and you're wearing a thong?
Yeah.
And that's just where you're good. That's just where it all is.
Get over here.
Get back here.
I want to talk. Okay, fine.
But yeah, I'm going to go see that for sure.
Yeah.
But okay, are we ready to move forward?
Yeah, we can move
Okay.
I think that's it for movies.
Yeah.
So video games?
Yeah, if you're watching live, you have until Tuesday. You have 3 days to get Hitman for free off the PSN. Please go do it. It's a fantastic game. And For Honor, which is also by all rights a very good game now that it's been updated so much. I haven't played it. It's not my kind of game. But everybody seems to really enjoy that game. Those are the 2 games for PS4. So if you still want those, you have a couple days left to do it if you're watching live. And it's another fucking big month for PlayStation Plus free games, you guys. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Did you play Call of Duty 4? You did, right? Modern Warfare?
I did.
I play Modern Warfare.
That ending sequence, I feel like Call of Duty Modern Warfare kind of was a paradigm shift for first-person shooters. The same way Halo was in 2002.
Yeah.
And then in 2006, when this came out, 2006, 2007 maybe? 7? It kind of shifted again, where first-person shooters and their campaigns got way more cinematic. And other companies tried to do it. There were some games that came out that weren't necessarily as high quality, like Haze. The production, I really enjoyed Haze a lot, but polish-wise, it just didn't match up.
Mm.
And basically every first-person shooter to come out since Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, basically was trying to be that. They did a remaster, I think, 2 years ago, and put it on PS4, and it was like pre-order exclusive for, I want to say maybe it was Ghosts, or something cheesy. If you know what game that it was a pre-order bonus for, let me know. And they started selling it standalone, but it was like $30 or something like that, which is way too much for me for a 10-year-old game at this point. Rick's going pee. He tried to whisper it so nobody would know. I just wanted to make sure everybody knows. Now, I remember you and I really liked it, and I'm pretty sure you really liked the cinematic aspect of
Modern
it at the time,
Warfare?
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like my first, because I think that was when, like, what did I play Modern? I I think that was one of the first games I got or was playing
on PS3.
Like on PS3. Yeah. So, and I played it on the Xbox a little bit too. But yeah, no, I was into it. It was kind of like my first sort of foray, if you will,
into first-person shooters.
Well, into like I guess the more modern ones.
Yeah. I think it's a fantastic game. It's
I liked it.
Awesome story. I remember at E3, and even it was PS3 and Xbox 360. There's that the sequence they showed was the dude in the ghillie suit in front of you, and then he stands up, and you're like, "Oh shit!" Like, I can't wait to see what that looks like again. Especially now that it's quote remastered.
Right.
Maybe if it looks even better. But yeah, man, I remember that blowing my mind when the guy just, because you could not see him, and it literally could just be a coding trick to where he's not there, and then he's just there getting up. Like, they could have literally, it's like with a movie, you could edit a movie to do that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And they could probably do that in a video game, but I remember that like sticking with me, going, holy shit, he was there the whole time and I didn't see him. Like, that's gonna be super cool. It was crazy.
I think I was trying to double check right now, but I feel like the E3 that they showed off this game, I want to say was like the same E3 that they showed Assassin's Creed like for the first time too.
Oh, that might be it.
And so I just remember like, you know, sitting, still just having a Nintendo system at the time, and like I'm just like, man, a lot of these games look really cool. And I think it was kind of, I feel like that was a time in gaming where you actually were seeing like the progression in video games, and I just remember like those two really just jumping out to me, you know? I'm pretty sure it was the same year.
I think so. Because Prince of Persia was 2008 when they did that. So I believe Assassin's Creed was 2007. So that's, I think that's the same year as Modern Warfare.
Because I think that's when I either got...
Did you got your PS3?
I think I got it in 2007, or it was 2008.
It was 2007. I got mine in 2007 also, but I got mine like in June.
Assassin's Creed 1 came out in November 2007.
Okay, yeah.
2007.
What did you say, 2010?
2010, yeah.
But yeah, so I'm really excited about it, to play it again. And the other game that's free this month for PS4 is The Witness, which is a game that I've always said, like, oh, if that goes down in price, I'll get that. And it's been like 3 or 4 years at this point that The Witness has been out.
Right.
But I'm really excited to play it.
From the ever controversial Jonathan Blow.
Yeah. I'm really excited to play that game.
Yeah, I think I'll check it out.
Puzzle games. Love puzzle games.
What's the story on him right now? Like, doesn't I know he.
I'm never making video games again.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But
I'll play your game for free.
Yeah, I'll play it for free.
For free, I guess.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, man, I'm really excited about these two games. Those are big fucking games. And like, this isn't going to be a regular segment once a month where I talk about the PlayStation Plus games that are coming out. Mm-hmm. But I felt like last month, it being the end of the PS3 and Vita stuff, and then the two games that they put out last month were fucking bangers. This month, again, they're big games, man.
Yeah, they are.
And this stuff might come up more often because I feel like they're going to have to, since they're only giving out 2 games now, they're going to have to give you some fucking big bangers, you know?
I mean, they don't have to, but I mean...
I think they feel like they have to.
Yeah.
Look at Nintendo.
Just their reputation.
With their online.
Yeah.
Like, they feel like, shit, we aren't getting the turnaround we want.
Right.
Here's Mario Brothers 2. You know? Here's some bangers, guys.
Yeah.
And I think Sony doesn't want to get caught in that loop of, well, let's just throw that out there. It's cheap to license this game, so let's license it and throw it out there.
What are you doing?
That's cool. He can sit there while we talk about Pokemon. I mean, we don't know shit seriously. About it. And it'll be hilarious. But yeah, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered and The Witness are coming to PlayStation Plus on Tuesday.
I'll probably check out The Witness because that's pretty well regarded, isn't it?
Yeah. I wanted it at the time, but I was like $45.
Right. I don't know that I'm interested in revisiting Modern Warfare, but that's just because I know you are.
It's 5 hours of your time, bro. Just do it.
Exactly. I've just moved so far past it, though.
But just do it.
It's beneath me.
Just do it. All right.
And Cheesy, yes, we'll play. I know he's said I've been waiting for a month to play Rocket League with you guys.
I don't even know if that's installed on my PS4.
Oh, it should be.
I'll have to re-download it.
We're gonna be opening up Pandora's box if we start doing that.
Yeah, I think so. Real quick before we move on to another actual story, I want to say that it's fucking bonkers that they're trying to charge $25 for Trials Rising when they ripped most of the last game out of it and it's pretty basic again?
Yeah.
After playing the, open beta or whatever last week on Switch, I was like, oh man, even though there's no analog stuff and I still have a lot of fun. I was like, yeah, Switch would be the best way to play this game because it's mobile. No, not for $25. I'm sorry. I love Trials. I think Trials HD.
That's what it is across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a $35 deluxe edition or some shit. I'm like,
you hear what Capcom's charging for Resident Evil 0, 1, and 4 on Switch?
No.
$30.
Like, a piece?
Mm-hmm. I was like,
oh
man, yeah, like maybe I will play Resident Evil 4 again. I'm not gonna not for $30.
It was $15 when the remaster came out on PS4.
Not for $30.
That's bullshit, man. And again, these are prices set by the publisher. I
know, that's why I said Capcom.
The Nintendo stuff, like Toad Treasure Tracker is worth it now. It's worth that price tag now because they added
so too.
They added so much.
I'm close.
It's worth that price tag.
I'm close.
I don't care what anybody says. Tropical Freeze was not worth the full price.
Nah, I don't know.
No way. No fucking way.
They did add some stuff to it, so I don't know.
But
that's fine. You can roll up your sleeves all you want.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Skyrim not remastered. Skyrim port being $60 is fucking garbage, and that's all on Bethesda. And I think it's important to make that distinction and make sure people know that these prices are set by the publisher and okayed by the platform holder.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy IX is something like $20. Not $20, not $19.99. $20.99. Fuck you, man. It should be $15 at most. At most.
I just don't. I'm looking at it because I guess it's the most modern of all the ones that came out. But even you take Resident Evil 4, that game came out in 2005. Why is Capcom charging $30 for a game that's been released multiple times now?
And it came out GameCube or GameCube.
Yeah, GameCube first.
Then Wii. Then PlayStation and Xbox.
Exactly.
Then I think it's even on PS4 now, isn't it? Didn't they? Yeah. Or is it coming?
It's on PS4. I think it's already out.
Motherfuckers, man. $30? Go to hell, Capcom.
Yeah.
Go straight to hell. I got really excited as somebody who's never really played Final Fantasy games for all those games to come out on Switch. But like, if they're all going to be $20 and $25, you can go to hell with that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
That is too much money.
I'll just wait till it goes down.
It won't.
At some point, I hope. But we'll see.
I've noticed that the big publishers don't ever drop prices even on Switch. You know what I mean? Well, so God, does that mean they're gonna try to charge $60 for Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered?
I don't fucking know.
Ubisoft, please be smart. Please be smart. Fucking $25 for Trials. Get out of here. The pricing structure on the Switch is insane. And the fact that it's trickling to all the other consoles. Well, we're gonna charge $25 on Switch. We better charge $25 on everything else.
Yeah.
I think Trials Fusion was the last one. I think that was $20 when it came out, but it quickly went on sale and I got it for $15. But man, that is not a $30 game.
No,
this is not a fucking $30 game. Anyway, let's move on to the next story. Rick, bring up the tab.
All right, next story is Far Cry. You play some Far Cry New Dawn?
Yes.
Now, do you have that report on my table?
No. As Boogie calls it. What's he call it? I think he calls it Far Cry New Dawns.
This is the Far Cry game I wanted 5 to be. I'm not done with it. I'm on the final boss battle. Cheesy, I'm fighting the twins, man. Yo, those chicks are rough, man. It was so funny because I spent so much time early game getting all of the companions and doing all the treasure hunts and all the side missions that once I got... I did all of that stuff before I even went to... Cheese, you'll understand what I'm saying. Before I even recruited Joseph Seed in New Eden. I did everything else. All the treasure hunts, all the outposts, all of the, like I said, companion missions.
Sounds very you.
Yeah.
It's very you.
And then I realized that if I would have done the main story a little bit, it would have been a lot easier to do those companion missions. Because there's one where you have to help somebody get out of a demolition derby. and I didn't realize the difficulty tier was purple. And I was sitting there, and I did it alone. Or no, I had the sniper with me. So I had the sniper with me, and I did it before I even went to New Eden and got, you know, the power-ups that you get from New Eden, Cheesy. And once I got that, I was like, well, shit. It would have been a lot easier to do that there. I agree with Cheesy, something he said in the Discord about it. As much as I love taking over outposts, and that like was like we talked about it with Far Cry 4. Like that was the most fun I had with Far Cry 4, even though I really enjoyed that story and platinumed that game. Cheesy, if there's online trophies, I'll do them with you so we can get that platinum, dude. I'm all in on New Dawn. It is so good. It's like a return to form, plus they stripped out even more of the shit that was tedious. Because 4 was the first one. No, 4 wasn't even the first one. 4, you still had to hunt specific animals to increase your ammo pouches and shit like that. Like, and it was super tedious. And I ended up platinuming that because I did all that stuff. But this is literally like you earn perk points for doing missions or beating challenges, and then you put those perk points into your stats. And then the base upgrades are also basically just feeding your stats, which is really cool. So there's essentially 2 character sheets. And as somebody who complains about too many branching skill trees, the way they present it, it doesn't feel like too much.
Okay.
But yeah, there's 9 things to upgrade at your base, and you can upgrade them 3 times a piece.
All right, that's.
And then on your person, there's a whole list of perks, but you don't have to unlock all of them if you don't want to. Like you just put points into the ones you want.
Yeah.
So it's super optional, and it doesn't feel like, well, I got to max everything out to be viable, as I proved by doing everything before I even finished doing all the side stuff before I even finished part 1 of the game. Last night I got to a point and I put it in the Discord, or the other night I was like, fucking an intermission? What the fuck? And that was just getting from the end of part 2 and starting part 3. And then literally like an hour later, I'm at the final boss battle because I had nothing else to do on the side quests.
What was the intermission? Like, what was that?
It was
It
was a cutscene telling you the part of the story about the villains that you're facing.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Cheesy sold the game.
Huh?
Cheesy sold the game.
Oh, what?
Said forgive me.
Man, how are we supposed to platinum it, bro? Anyway.
She's been a beast at streaming lately.
Yeah. I'll just platinum it the same way I did 4 then. I'll just, I'm part of the PlayStation Trophies group on PS4.
Yeah.
And the Kind of Funny group on PS4. And that's how I was able to platinum Far Cry 4 by saying, hey, I need this and this. Who wants to jump in? And then that group's fucking thing is like the best thing that Sony ever did.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cheesy, I always see, I'll like Cheesy is always on like at 2 a.m. and I'm playing Resident Evil 2. I'm like, oh, Cheesy's online. Yeah. I always think about hitting him up, but I never do.
I think he was on like late last night.
He was.
And yeah, and I watched for like, I don't know, a minute or so. He was playing Madden.
Yeah, I was going to watch, but I was playing Far Cry New Dawn.
I just watched for a little bit.
I was playing Resident Evil 2, but not until like 1:30.
But yeah, so Cheesy, if you got any tips for me, bro, like what weapons to use for that last battle with the twins, like let me know in the Discord, because I had to bounce out and go farm some ethanol and do some expeditions. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Expeditions are like my new outposts. Like they are so much fun, man.
Yeah.
And like most of them you can beat in like under 2 minutes. It's ridiculous. But it's all about how you attack it. You go in like... If you go in, the cool thing is, unlike the outpost in the other games, and even in this game, you never eliminate all of the threats. They just keep sending more reinforcements. And you have to pick up a package and then get extracted. But there's a GPS on the package. So wherever you move to, that's where all the enemies get funneled.
Okay.
But, like, I did the Alcatraz Island one last night, and I literally did it including my waiting for extraction time, about 7 minutes, tops. And, like, that doesn't sound like it would be fun, but it is, because you have to stealthily get in there, and you take out guys with your silenced guns as you come across them and try not to get spotted. Like, my whole goal is to not get spotted until I get to the extraction point. And that's what I've been doing, and it's so much fun. I've only done the extractions once. You can do them up to 3 times, and they get harder and harder each time. And I'm really excited about that. And it's the same thing with the outposts. You can respawn the enemies at the outposts, and it's 3 separate difficulties. And it is so much fun, and that suspense is just great of like, oh fuck, there's dogs here now? I gotta be very careful to not get spotted by these dogs that have, rabies or whatever. And I gotta take out the alarms so they can't sound the alarms because you get, bonuses for not sounding the alarms. I'm sure you get even more of a bonus if you don't get spotted. There was a trophy in Far Cry 4 to take out an entire outpost without getting spotted, which was super rough. But
that's cool.
I'm really digging it, man. Like, I was hoping 5 would be more of 4, and it wasn't, like, at all. But this is exactly what I wanted out of a Far Cry game, man, for only $40 because they turned around the map so quickly and made a new game. And I really feel like the twins, the villains in this, have way more character than Joseph Seed or any of his children of that new church had in Far Cry 5. I think they managed to give Joseph Seed a better character in this than they did in Far Cry 5.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're enjoying
fucking way into it.
Cheesy said 2 things, but Rick has to scroll up.
Okay, scroll up, Rick.
He wants to know if you saw the Sam Fisher outfit.
I haven't done that one yet. Okay. That's the next expedition I'm going to do. That's the next one on the list.
Gotcha.
But I want to get it and wear it because that's fucking dope.
All right.
Was there anything you said 2 things, or was that the only thing?
That was basically the only thing.
Okay. Really digging it. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, whatever you want to call it.
Game of the year.
It's on that list.
You should stream it. I like watching it.
All right. Maybe. I don't like streaming games like that when I have to really, because I'm at the end anyway. It's like the final boss battle that I'm on.
Oh. I guess I don't.
But yeah.
All right. So last thing we have.
Well, wait.
Or
what? Were we supposed to talk about Kit Bull?
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll come back to it. Okay. We can come back around.
Totally forgot, missed that.
We'll come back around. Also in the notes, Rick, how would you like to suck my balls?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
All right. I mean, I just want to read what's on the notes, so everybody, we got to be transparent.
Who wrote balls? Like, weird.
Gee, I wonder.
Who.
It's crazy.
All right. Pokemon Direct. I'm calling it a Pokemon Direct.
Hold on, real quick. We should do that for people who subscribe on Twitch. We should just add them to the note. So they can see our stupid shit. Because this is not the only stupid shit we put in there.
Yeah.
That's true.
Anyway. That was just a joke. Anyway.
Join the Discord
for
that.
Rick, Pokemon Direct?
Pokemon Direct is what I'm calling it.
Go ahead.
Holy shit, it looks awesome. I'm so excited. A whole new region, whole new Pokemon, 3 new starters.
Who are you going with? Sword or Shield? Are you Sword or Shield?
I don't know. I think I might go with Sword.
Okay. And who's your starter going to be?
Dude,
sorry. What?
Well, no, Cheesy, because I just feel like there's not many people saying that. Like, Cheesy just said, dude, I'm hype Team Grookey. I'm like, Grookey's so cute. He's so adorable. I love it. I'm with you, Cheesy. They're all great. But I like something like, because Grookey's like the little monkey.
Who's the little water guy?
He's awesome. That's Sobble, right?
Sub. I can't say it.
Isn't it just Sobble?
Sobble, yeah.
I don't know. It's like
that's the one I'm gonna.
He's cuter.
That's probably the one I'm either gonna pick. Either Sabo or Score.
I think it's just Sobble. I don't know. That's Sobble.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So what did you?
Do you want to watch the trailer? It's like 2 minutes. Or do you not want to?
No, we can just.
No, he put the whole direct in there.
Oh, I know, but it was right at the beginning.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
fine.
Okay. So real quick, Jesus says he's hyped. You say you're hyped. Not even the slightest part of you is upset that it's just more of the same formula and that they didn't kind of try to go out of the box at all?
No.
And then I'm going to also be the guy that's
that?
going to say that it's still way too early to say anything like that.
Okay. What is it? Fire, grass, and water.
I hear that part, but let's see what other game shit is happening first.
Always the way it
why
is,
not? But why not change it up? Why not?
That's always the way it is. Don't change perfection.
I don't know about perfection, bro. But anyway,
I'm not getting.
And I'm not saying don't fix it if it's not broken. Yeah. I hear you on that. I totally hear you.
Well, it goes into the play because it eases you into the game.
Yeah, for sure.
But
you could easily structure your world around different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not getting on your ass about that. But like, I was getting so annoyed, Tim Geddes especially, and then other people on the internet. I'm just like, you guys, it was a 7-minute direct that had like a 2.5-minute trailer that said this footage isn't final, and everyone's trying to act like that they already know what the whole fucking game is. It's like, they don't. You don't. Like, and Tim Geddes is the worst offender with
I
that.
feel like the structure is gonna be like
it's fucking annoying. Well, then you're just as bad as Tim Geddes.
I'm not like fuck you for not changing it, because again, I'm not a Pokemon guy.
Right.
That's why I'm asking Rick specifically. Like, does that bother you at all? That on the surface, from what it seems like, it just seems like, because again, they have 20 years of games, Bryce, that have been doing the same thing, and like every time it looks like they might be going out of the box a little bit, it ends up being the same structure.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they have to change it. Like I said, I'm not on that camp of like, they need a Breath of the Wild this shit. They need to do this too. I was like, no, like fucking don't fix it if it ain't broken.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to ask Rick, like, who put a lot of time into Pokemon on the 3DS and a lot of Pokemon time in previous consoles, like, is that okay? Like, does that bother you at all, or are you like all about it?
Because I like the consistency.
Yeah.
Of it, the structure of it.
Uh-huh.
The way it eases you into, like, all right, if you're going to start off fighting a few, like, normal Pokemon, then you're going to start with a few water, fire, grass types here. Actually, it's usually normal grass, and then it goes more into, like, earth and so on.
Yeah.
But, like, it eases you in, so it doesn't, like, come at you. Because, like, if you're just picking, if this is, like, your first Pokemon game, you're picking it up.
Right,
and then your starter is a fairy, and you're running into, like, dark Pokemon, like...
Yeah, it would be a little bit daunting if you restructured it that much to where, things that are, quote, end game battles that you get into, they're refreshing it and making that the start. It would definitely feel like you're getting thrown into the deep end unnecessarily. Yes. But yeah, I was just like, Cheesy, how do you feel about that, dude? Do you think it's a bad thing, good thing?
He's on Rick's side.
Okay, cool.
Good.
I'm glad.
And I'm still whatever.
I'm super happy about that then. If that's like
whatever the last thing it was where we kind of argued about this stuff, where I'm just like, you guys, like, just chill, like, and like, it's 7. Like, I get that there's a lot of seeds that are saying it looks like it's going in this direction, but all these people act like they know what the game's gonna be. Fuck off. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't see it. Like, let them show more before we start saying it's the same formula, it's the same game. That's all that I'm saying.
I got you. And we don't even know.
I get that it's the same elements or whatever. I understand all that, but it's just like, I think it's way too soon for people to be saying stuff like that.
I also think it would be fucking stupid for them to completely change the formula. Like, I think it would be way stupid to make it more open worldy. I think it would be way stupid to get rid of the badge system or the gym system. Yeah. I think it would be fucking stupid to do that.
Yeah.
But a little bit of deviation might not be a bad thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the world, like that top view map thing, that picture, I think that looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
I like the way that looks.
Are you gonna get a Pokemon game, Bryce?
I don't know.
Guys, fucking join me on the journey.
Like I said, I'm the fence rider. I don't know anything about this shit yet. Like, I know, like I said, I'm not saying Mike was doing this, but I know some people already think they know what this game is and what it's gonna be. Yeah. It's like, let me see more of the game first. A 7-minute direct. I think it was honestly to give people a teaser. You're going to probably hear a lot more about it at E3, I'm sure. I mean, they have a lot of games that are supposedly coming out this year, so I don't know if there's going to be one big game that's going to be the focus like there has been the past couple of years.
I don't think so. I think we're going to get a lot.
I think we're going to get a lot. And so I'm sure we'll hear more at E3. I think this is honestly just them dipping the toe in the water. Hey, check out these 3 starters. And here's this stuff. Here's this map. You're going to get way more information.
I think I'm going to go Shield if I get it, Rick. This will be the first Pokemon game I play if I get it. Aside from Pokemon Go, which doesn't count.
Let's Go?
No, Pokemon Go.
You never got Let's Go?
I never got Let's Go, yeah.
That's a guy I barely played by.
Do you feel like I know Let's Go is a reskin basically of an old game. Do you feel like it's too soon?
These starters are...
Look how cute that guy is.
They're all cute.
I know, but look how cute that guy is. He's all fucking scared and
Give me Grookey. Show him.
But he's all timid. Like, to me, like, that's Rick.
Look at little Grookey.
I know, but
far left.
Go back down, Rick.
And everyone's got
That's you.
Everyone's got a big boner for the bunny, which is fine.
No, fuck that bunny. It's not fine.
Actually, Grookey is grass, fire is Scorbunny, Sobble.
Yeah. I also think it's the fucking least inventive of a name.
You guys, we're dumb. It's probably Sobble.
Sobble.
Just because, like, when you're crying, you're sobbing, and
Sobble.
And he's all timid and shit.
Yeah.
Oh man!
Did you see that meme I put in the Discord about him?
Yeah.
They're all adorable.
Yeah, I don't know. Score Bunny's kind of shit. I'm gonna jump on that train since everybody's sucking his dick.
Score Bunny looks like he'd kind of be the asshole.
I'm sorry,
of the group.
I don't want to assume gender on Score Bunny.
Gotcha.
But yeah. Nowhere near as adorable or endearing as Charizard or other fire types they've had in the past. Nowhere near.
Yeah.
Rick, where are you gonna go? You gonna go Grookey?
No, he wants to go with Sobble, I think.
Probably
no, you said you liked the bunny, though.
I do like Score. I do like.
Why do you have so much issue with Grookey?
He's cute.
I don't know. He's too cute.
It's adorable.
I feel like Rick's gonna go with Sobble because that's him as a Pokemon.
Pretty much. That's why I like Psyduck.
I feel like you could say
Snorlax
is Rick as a Pokemon too. Sobble looks he looks a little angry right there, or upset.
Yeah.
And Grookey just looks like he's just happy to be here.
I think it looks cool. I love even though it's not final or whatever they said on the trailer. I like the art, the way it looks.
I think it looks cool too.
I think the map looks really cool. What they showed, the way they showed it, like the top.
That's
like,
awesome. People talking about Breath of the Wild. That reminded me of it. Like that overview map looked very Zelda-ish to me.
Yeah, like I would if I were.
It did, yeah.
If I were a Pokemon guy, I would have pre-ordered this already.
Where did I see it? Like it's based in like
the idea
on
is
London or something?
Yeah, like that's the vibe they're going for, I guess.
Yeah. I think X and Y was Paris.
The Galar region?
Yeah.
Galar, I don't know.
Yeah.
Gallar, yeah.
It looks cool, man. I'm glad you are
excited,
Rick. I'm glad Cheesy's excited for it. Like I didn't want to like start an argument because I don't have a dog in this fight, but I was just wondering if you were hoping they would do something different. And
which they still could do.
Yeah, I'm not saying they didn't, but
yeah. You're basically your premise is that it's like fire, water, grass.
It's like, oh, here's your 3 starters. Here's like it. They didn't show gyms really at all. They didn't show the badges. They didn't show the progression at all.
I don't know if this is how it's going to be, but they did show that you can battle the wild Pokemon now.
Yeah.
Rather than in like Let's Go where you just throw the ball in.
Right. Well, yeah, of course, the battle system's going to be back like 100%.
So I'm glad that you can actually battle. You can lower their defenses before you throw the Pokeball. I like that.
This is going to be a Pokemon-ass Pokemon game, I believe. And that's not a bad thing. Again, don't fix it if it ain't broken. Look at Mario Odyssey. I know it was different for me because I haven't really played a Mario game since N64, but it's not really that different than what they've been doing with 3D Mario games over the last decade that I haven't played. 20
it was
years
different in that it felt like more like a Mario 64 sequel.
Right. Yeah.
So it did feel different.
But yeah, man, like don't fix it if it ain't broken, and keep getting that money. Rick did turn his phone.
Heartland Media is now following us.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
But yeah, I this like really piqued my interest, more so than like the cute art style of Let's Go.
Oh,
like
right.
This really, like the thing that had me kind of half sold on Let's Go was just the way it looked, and then when you saw gameplay, like the way Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening remake looks, like that feels like what Pokemon Let's Go is also, like that style.
I'm so excited.
But this, like, man, I think I'm gonna buy this, Rick.
Just fucking buy it.
Well, that's why. Are you gonna get Sword or Shield?
I said I'm gonna get Sword. I'm probably gonna get Sword.
I can get Shield.
Will you guys wait to hear more about the fucking game? Why? I can't. You're Sword or Shield. We don't know anything yet.
Well, we know those are the 2 titles.
We know those are the 2 titles, and we know that.
You know that, but
we know that they're gonna have
around. Like I'm gonna
Pokemon
stick with this. We
we
keep saying if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We don't know anything about the fucking game yet, except some little things. Like I hate it. I will stand corrected and be like, okay, I'm sorry. And it ends up being exactly what you expected. But I'm so tired of hearing everybody this week think they know everything about this game.
That's
in
not
fucking
inferring
7
it.
minutes.
Me asking him which one he's gonna get is not inferring.
No,
anything.
I know, but before that, you keep saying if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm like, stop saying that. We don't know what else they have to show us yet. That's all I'm saying. I'm sticking with it.
Okay,
it's fine.
What are you guys in the chat? Shield or Sword?
But yeah, whichever one you get, I'll get the opposite.
You know the time. Okay, but hold on. You guys know. So what do you? Okay, what do you guys know about Shield and what do you know about Sword?
That if they wouldn't be releasing 2 versions of the game if each game wasn't going to have an exclusive Pokemon to it.
Right.
Yeah, and that's usually
So
what
that's
happens.
it. That's the only reason I want to know which one he's getting, so I can get the other one, so we can trade for those Pokemon. That's it.
That's how it works.
No, I understand that, but there's nothing else that indicates what the actual differences are, other than it's going to be an exclusive character.
Yep. That's 20 years of Pokemon.
Here we go. It's going to be the same game,
but the
we've
map's
already
not-
declared
the
it.
map's not
Some shit
gonna-
we like exclusive.
The map's not going to be any fucking different. That's just the way Pokemon is. All they do is they sell 2 different versions, and each of them have an
No, I'm not
exclusive
talking about
Pokemon.
that. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I just don't like
Yeah, we don't
saying
know,
things about stuff that
we don't know
about.
what the
That's
game's
it.
gonna be. But whatever the map is, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. What
I'm
the
not
game
arguing
is,
that Sword
it's
and
gonna
Shield
be
are going to
both
be
in
2 different
Sword and
games.
Shield.
I'm not arguing that.
This isn't a Fire Emblem Fates situation. This isn't where they sold one game with one campaign and one game with
I'm
another
not
campaign.
arguing
Like
that.
that's not how.
I'm not arguing that.
So yeah, that's all I want to know, so I can get the opposite one of whatever he gets, so we can trade for that Pokemon.
I guess for me though, like I said, and especially being not knowing anything about Pokemon, I still don't, even based off what you guys are telling me, I don't feel like I know enough to even pick Sword or Shield. What do I know?
But you don't have to know anything to pick.
Yeah.
Why do I not have to know?
Because
what's my exclusive character gonna be? I mean, right now I'm just based off. Do I like the name Sword better?
Yeah.
Do I like blue better?
Are you red or blue?
know,
Are you
just-
green or?
I need more information than
Are
that.
you yellow or?
I need more
red
information.
or blue?
I need to
Fucking
take.
gold
I need
or
to
silver?
go. I need to go wait all the way up until Pokemon
but
Spring
this is-
Training.
This
camp.
is just like Splatoon. Are you fucking ketchup or mustard? That's all this is. That's all that is. That's all that is.
Well, the next time you go to
I need to
Japan,
know
pick
more.
yourself up a Game Boy, start playing Red and Blue, and dive into the world of Pokemon. There are Pokemon centers there. Actual Pokemon centers in Japan, man. I want to go to Japan.
Okay, and again, this has no bearing on what the game actually is, but like it's literally red and blue again on the labels. It's not a red and blue remake. That's not what it is at all whatsoever.
No.
But like they usually go out of their way to use colors that they didn't use before.
New colors, yeah.
But I do like that instead of it being red or blue, it's
More like a
sword and
pink.
shield. It's like X and Y, sword and shield. They're getting away from the color stuff, which I think is awesome. It gives you something more to kind of latch onto.
Yeah, Diamond came out with Pearl, but no.
That's right. Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, and
Fucking
gold.
It was gold and silver.
It's Emerald and gold.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all. Just want to know which one he's going to get so I can get the opposite so we can trade Pokemon.
Which one are you going to get, Bryce? You're not going to get any of them, are you?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I'll tell you, I woke up and I was really interested to see what this was going to look like.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say that I'm not going to get it, but I haven't
Did they say November?
seen enough.
They said November.
They said late 2019.
Late 2019? It's probably November. And that's just...
At least we know what his starter is going to be.
Yeah.
I didn't say that either. I just said I think
you
he's
are
cute.
totally going to go
I think
Grookey
he's cute.
if you get it.
All right. I guess that is it.
Yeah.
For that, we do got to review a short film that
Yeah, we'll go back and do that.
Ash put in our Discord.
Yes.
Oh, is that the one? Is
yeah.
that what she put in?
Yeah.
I never got around to I kind of forgot.
Oh, we just watched it. This before we started.
Rick, man, your head. I mean, I never got around to watching what she put into the Discord, so I didn't realize that what we
that was
just
from
watched
her.
was the
Gotcha.
same thing.
Oh.
I'm done. I'm about done with this fucking show right now. I'm close.
Yeah, we are too. So just hang
Yeah.
out for about 5 more
we'll
minutes
see.
and
I
we'll
don't
talk
know.
about it.
I'm getting ready to bang both your guys' heads together. And I gotta pee too, so no, I won't do that.
You piss all over the place?
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to do?
Getting
All
so
right.
angry, there's a puddle underneath me.
So what was it called? Kit Bull? Kit Bull? Right?
yeah,
Okay.
Kit Bull.
Yeah, so I
Rick
watched
wrote
it.
Lit Bull. Well, we know what he thinks about it. See, we're done. Close to
Yes! So I watched this Thursday night at like 3 in the morning lying in bed. I liked it a lot, man.
It was so good.
Like, I don't know, the way Cheesy and Ash were talking about it, I was like, oh no, I don't know if I want to cry at 3 in the
And I
morning.
think that's exactly why I didn't click on it right away. I'm like, I don't know that I want to feel like I don't know.
Bryce is a robot. He doesn't like
No,
this.
I just got the impression that it was going to be sad.
feel
I didn't
things.
want to feel sad.
wanna
And
feel
I was
things.
under the impression that it was going to be sad. Oh man, Ash remembers the story.
Ash, just pee in another envelope.
Anyway.
So yeah,
I liked it.
Art style is amazing.
Yeah, it reminded me of Miyazaki / Studio Ghibli stuff. The way it was.
It felt like a real painting come to life.
Yeah.
The little kitten was adorable. I like the story with the little kitten at the beginning, and then what evolves into the little
friendship
kitten's
with the
encounter
dog.
with the dog. Which took a dark turn. I did not realize it was going to turn that dark. The dog fighting.
As soon as, like, I don't know, as soon as the collar came out, I was like, oh, I am gonna cry. This is gonna suck. And then I was like, oh man, this dog is gonna eat that stuffed animal that this kitten is cuddling up against. Like, so I inferred a lot of stuff that I thought was gonna happen that didn't end up happening, and I was glad it didn't happen. I really, really liked the story of it. It was really cool.
Yeah, the storytelling, the way the story progresses is done really, really well. And there's something nice about when you're watching a story and you don't the whole point of visual storytelling.
Yeah, for sure. I liked a lot of little things about the animation with the cat. Like, anytime it was scared or excited, the pupils got all big.
Yeah.
That's what fucking cats do when...
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like that stuff.
Their friendship developing and them escaping.
Yeah.
Like, that was nice. And, like, the cat didn't want to leave them.
Yeah.
And tried to push him up the little
Fucking
ramp.
little tiny
Oh my
cat.
God.
That's
It was good. You guys are talking, but it's because I wanted to read about. I agree with what you guys are saying. I wanted to read about what Spark Shorts was.
Okay.
And did you?
Yeah. So basically, the Spark Shorts program, which consists in Pixar. Basically, Pixar gives employees 6 months and limited budgets to produce animated short films.
Okay.
So it's fucking Pixar. That doesn't look like anything Pixar's ever put out.
Using their engine or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
It's still coming out of them though. Like,
Yeah.
it's very different.
I thought it was super cute and adorable. Yeah, just watching that relationship. And then watch the cat be a little fucker, and then feel bad about it, and all that stuff. Like, just the moral of the story.
She wants to know if we cried. Ash wants to know if we cried. I didn't cry.
I got a little misty when the cat fucking swiped at the dog. I was like, you fucking bitch.
I was like, God damn it.
But other than that, and then
it had such a great spoiler alert happy ending. Like, I teared up. I know you guys didn't see me, but I was tearing up a little bit.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I had the cup right here.
I love the tension.
The
tension when they're trying to escape. Like, I felt that. Like, but yeah.
When the human was trying to get the cat over, and then the dog comes up, and the way the human just kind of backs off. It was such great storytelling.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of little visual cues, like, you know, when when they're out and they've escaped, and the person goes to pet the dog, and the dog kind of goes like this.
Away.
Like, that breaks me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you know that dog's afraid he's gonna get hit or something. And you know, both my dogs they've been rescues, and they've kind of been that way, especially at first.
Mm-hmm. Moral of the story is cats are little fuckers, and then they feel bad about it later.
Well, and then but see, that's what's funny though. Like, I actually there the other moments that bugged me. Like, when the cat swiped at the dog, that bothered me. But then I also felt bad for how afraid the cat was of the dog at one point. I was like, like, that got me.
When you see the dog coming at the cat from the cat's perspective to remove the
But after he just saw when he saw what the dog did to the toy, and bit the head off, and the cat was like just terrified. Yeah.
But still, cats are fuckers.
I
have cats.
No, dude, I'm definitely more of a
and
dog
I don't
guy,
even like cats.
I'm more of a dog guy for sure.
But yeah, I love dogs, and that broke my heart when
it took a dark turn when I figured out the dog fighting part. But it's a lovely story. Thanks, Ash, for bringing it to us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. You almost got me. Bryce is a robot, so he didn't feel anything.
I just explained the parts. God damn it.
I just want to perpetuate Cheesy's beliefs about you.
That's fine.
I know the truth.
Where are the emotes? We don't have them yet.
Yeah.
Haven't designed them yet. I think I might get Bolo to do it. just because I'm too lazy. And I don't have Photoshop anymore.
Right. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But anyways, that's going to wrap us up for this week on Some Shit We Like. Bryce, tell the people.
All right, if you're late.
Ready? And take 2.
If you're late to joining us and you missed the live stream, we stream live on the weekends. You can follow us on social media and you'll find out when you can catch the live stream. If you miss the live stream, don't worry. We'll post the full audio of this podcast on Tuesday. And if audio isn't your thing, we will post clips throughout the week. Little clips that Rick pulls out or that we pull out and decide are worthy of a clip. We'll post those on YouTube throughout the week. And if you don't want to watch clips and you want to watch the whole fucking deal, we will put that up on Friday just for you to enjoy. Yep.
You got it.
That's good. All right. I have to pee.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, until next time.
That was Some Shit We Like.